Hi, traders. Wyckoff AM Trader here, editor of the Emini Market Timing Newsletter, the AM Turn, in your email inbox before the opening bell. Imagine how your life could change if you knew whether the high or the low of the day could be in the beginning or the end of the trading day. Here's how my subscribers to the AM Turn's trading changed. Before we get to that, here's a disclaimer. Yes, I have skin in the game. I trade my own personal account, sardine, tuna, billfish trades, or for educational purposes only. I am not a futures broker and do not manage any accounts. It is my intent to show where trades may occur. What you do is up to you. You can follow my levels ideas to profit or loss. You determine trade size, when, where, how you trade. CFD futures is not for everyone. It's a volatile, complex, and risky business. Before you invest, know how much you can afford to lose. This is Wyckoff Trader here with the early read. All right, let's see. We're looking at New York time is 9:01. We're ripping up to the top. The data must have been quite nice. Right now we're looking at 29.14. Kind of felt that might happen. Globex put in a trading range, as we talked about, roughly 29.90 down to 29.80, about a 20 handle trading range. 8:30 started slipping up, but understand we got the Fed meeting today at 2 o'clock, so a little bit suspicious. Volume is coming up quite considerably, considered to what you normally get over on Globex. But of course, you got the boys getting landing on their helipads, and we're about 30 minutes or an hour till the market opens, and those and the insiders know that they can buy before the market opens, if they're thinking it might be good for you and me. No, if they're thinking it might be good for them. Let's go ahead and take a look at the AM turn here. Yeah, we were going into market at 29.14. I gave that handle. That one's blown out. And it's make a comeback. 29.16. Probably take that one out now. We're just tickling 29.25. Excuse me, 29.25. So for the most part, the handles might be out. Well, let's hope we don't get up to 29.53 before we get to the open. But as you can see, anything can and will happen up in the market. Sorry, traders. This is for the look up there. You can see proprietary work only. Just drop us an email at YouTube. We're sure still updates. All right. So the handles on the downside. Fast track to understand what YouTube and what Wyckoff is all about. That we're trading 29.61. That's pretty much coming in at. For the most part, when we've had a pretty decent base of accumulation, we had that drive down yesterday, roughly around right before the open, say 29.12, and the Globex tested that on high volume. First test happened about 11 o'clock. Second test happened about 12:20. And of course, the third test happened right at 1600, well, 1550 or so. Obviously, if you're looking at a 5-minute chart, we'll give the benefit of the doubt. Had a bit of a sign of strength, comes back on the Globex about 1910. That's about, 715 or so. And it came back, obviously, on low volume. And then for the most part, then on the good news, they popped it up. What was the good news? Let's take a look at it. Yeah. See up there, you can see. I'll leave it there for now. I just like full screen. 9:04. New York time. We pretty much, we'll zoom it up real quick. Sorry, traders. This is for the WB proprietary work only. Just drop us an email at YouTube at wyckoffamtrader.com, and we'll get you on the fast track to understand what YouTube and what Wyckoff is all about. Worked pretty much late last night, getting a pretty little email. That's one of my goals to take care of. And if you look at the day before yesterday, obviously, you can easily see nothing but net, nothing but net. And this is actually how you draw a trend line. Uptrend, okay? That's really what you're looking for. You can see that they checked it right there. pulled price down, and what did price do? Well, price formed the trend line. That's what it did. And for the most part, you can see that Globex held. All right, then the next day we opened up, and of course, I got someone that signed up, obviously, for the getting started of the AM turn. Day yesterday, and I got actually a couple of folks that did sign up, and actually signed up yesterday, and I will be in that today, just so you know. And you can always ask questions. That's what we're there for. Just to let you know, one of the next milestones is we're going to update that. For the most part, that's still very relevant. And of course, you probably noticed we created an email called the Early Read. I really felt that was best to kind of get the good feel of what's going on with Wyckoff and WBs. Like I said, this tears me apart every single night. I put it together, but that's what's going on, and the market's pretty much, discounted it. Let's see, Friday and away. Friday, it's talking about the Globex, and then the Fed Yale. That's called the Yale right before they give the notice what the meetings were going to be at the demarcation line. So we have a scared roach event, and that's definitely a shout out to WB, just so you know. Let's see. Coming in, it was a bullish news, and Chinese shares rose, but we're still looking about a 4% decline in the world's economy. It was still bullish for the most part. It's been moving up. I know Boris Johnson will survive the virus, and now has a new baby boy. That was a top of news. A lot of tech earnings are going to be pushing on the markets. The futures would suggest opening higher. Right now, we're looking at 907, and of course, we're still trading about 29.19, just to let you know. Pros and the numbers. Let's get this out for you. Here's the tab. Sorry, traders. This is for the WB proprietary work only. Just drop us an email at youtube@wyckoffamtrader.com, and we'll get you on the fast track to understand what YouTube and what Wyckoff is all about. And we had a good lean as far as a little bit over 0.5%. And like I said, we're waiting on the Yale. And for the most part, it was a 4% to the world's economies. Pending home sales, that's really what's kicking it in right now, what they're looking at. And we've already taken out this supply. So obviously the bigger picture, we're looking at that. And we're inside, now we're outside. Little skeptical that that's become a terminal upthrust, especially as the Fed meetings come in. This will be the high on the last hour, providing buying pressure sustained. As that move, can't flip it. This one is locked in stone. Just so you know, we had a range of 29.01, 29.80 handle. Of course, favored to move to the bull. There's the previous night. Obviously, we talked about the Wyckoff. Couple of things I would say is we still had a little bit higher highs, even though we put in that low. So for the most part, you're looking at buying and selling waves. If you just riff these off and call these an hour, because these are hours, and this is 1 minute bar chart. So you're looking at what? Surely you can count. We're looking at 1, 2, 3 hours up. Okay. And then we'll go down here. 1, 2. Did I draw that right? No. That is 2 hours right there. Sorry. I forgot how I did that. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hours up. Well, we'll make sure. I'll look at that closer. I never gave a thought. And I might need to put our bars in there when I do the redesign. And we'll just say an hour and a half down. It doesn't make any difference. You can see that the extent move up still, as we talked about on the video, was pretty much just a little bit above the half back with that wet beak right there. The market recap video you received last night. And then, of course, we get a higher high. That's what we're looking for. So you can still see we had a base of accumulation. So that's really all we're saying. A base of accumulation, pretty much where we were before. So, yeah, some folks did take out the high there, but still yet. It's all about what's going on today. Not what the market's done, but what it's doing. We get a bit of a lean on what's going on using the Wyckoff wave. All right, about ready to wrap this up. Just want to let you get an understanding how these moves are unfolding. So, yeah, we got ourselves a little bit oversold, as we talked about there. And, of course, we, for the most part, put ourselves in a base of accumulation.
at
And ideally, that was a lower
wyckoffamtrader.com and
volume
get
there
you
on
on
that test. And then if we
fast
came
track
back,
and
it's only
understand what YouTube
natural.
and what
But had
Wyckoff
that
is all
volume been
about.
like this, that could have been a potential selling climax also. But still yet, if you get a high volume on the move up, you still want that to possibly test that again because you had a whole lot of volume. And you want that test to go down. Then Wyckoff would say the stock potentially is on a springboard for a move up. He didn't have to deal with overnight glowbacks. So there you go. All right. There you go, traders. 913. We'll see if we can turn this out for you. And we'll go ahead and look at it here. Once again, this is a Wyckoff trader. This is the early read. And strangely enough, they don't have the... there it is. There we go. I guess they were smart to do that. Looking for Wednesday, April the 29th. I don't know about being a dance day, but we could call it Scared Roach Dance Day.